Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is go into the link in the description, and you'll find a media file link to, or it's either a media file link or a Google Drive link to download the Open Shulker box, which I'll just get in right here. So I just search up Open. Here we go. You'll find a drive link to this Open Shulker box which you can download. So let's start the animation. So the first thing that we're actually going to want to do is we're going to want to cut this out. And to cut this out, we're not going to like use some roto or anything. I don't even know if Davinci Resolve's got that. We're going to go into filters, and you can either search up 3D here or just go down, scroll down until you find it, and drag it on top of your clip. And then we're going to go up to effects in the top right, and you see on your 3D keyer you've got all these settings. But before we use 3D keyer, we actually have to go down to this little icon at the bottom left of the player, and you have to change transform to Open FX Overlay. So you're going to click on the plus icon right here, and you want to get rid of all of the white that you see. So we're going to drag over all the points where there are white. So we need to go up here, and what you see now, all the white is the shulker box, which is what we want to keep. There are some lines when you like zoom in and out. You can see there are some very faint lines that you can see on the side, and we don't want those. So now that we've got our shulker box cut out, let's actually get a background in. This is just going to be something vague. So you can download this if you want. I'll also put this in the description. The download link to this paper. So I've got this. So now we've got paper in the background that's like all scrumpled. So let's make the shulker box smaller by using transform. And now we need to make the shulker box 2 layers, because we need the top layer, which is the top half of the shulker, and the bottom half of the shulker. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this and put the second layer over the top. So now you've got 2. So we need to separate these to make it so that one of them is the top half and one's the bottom half. So let's drag one of them over so we just see this one. And using the cropping tool, this is where the magic happens. This is where we make the shulker box go away. So we're gonna try and get the top half first. So let's crop the bottom up until all this is gone. There we go. Now we just have the top half, and if we drag this back at the top, it should just look the same. And then we'll do the same thing for the bottom half. So crop the top down until all this is gone. And boom. You can't see it, but now this is 2 separate bits. Now what we want to make is an opening animation. So get your top shulker box, which is the top half, and we're gonna click a keyframe click a position keyframe right here, and then we're gonna use the Y to pull it down until it's at the approximate height where it should be for it to be flush. Now you can see that it's a closed shulker box. It's pretty much a perfect cube. So now let's go forwards a few frames, and now we're going to set this back to the default, which is 0. So now you can see that we've got our opening shulker box. So now you want to put something inside the shulker box. So you're going to want to download whatever item you want to put in the shulker box. So because of course the grass goes inside, what we're going to do is we're going to take this one up, and then we're just going to shove the grass inside. So now that we've got our grass block, we want to put another 3D keyer on it to cut out this white background. So since we've already got FX overlay on, we don't need to turn that one on. We'll go up into the effects, and we'll do the same thing that we did for the shulker box. So you'll click on the plus tool, and then we're just going to select all of the colors, all of the white that we do not want. And you can redo this as many times as you want until you get the perfect key, which is what I'm gonna do. That looks pretty good. So now we want to put the grass block inside of it. So let's scroll to a frame where it's actually going to be in it, and we'll put it down to about here. We might make it a little bit smaller. Put it down to about here. That looks really good. If we scroll back to the start, you can see that it just opens up and the grass block's inside of it. You see that when we're flicking through this, there are some frames where you see a little line, and that's where the edge of our cutout is. So we're going to want to change the smoothness, just like put it up by, I don't know, like 2 or something. And then you should get rid of that little line. And now we've got an opening shulker box.